Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming here. My name is Felipe Afanador. I am based in Bogota, Colombia, and I'm part of the School of Management at Universidad EAN as an associate professor of strategy. For today, I want to introduce something that we have built during the last year and a half that I've been teaching strategy at the School of Management. And everything started by trying to teach what is a strategy and how can we understand if our workplace is doing a good job of strategizing, and also us as managers, executive, are doing a good job creating strategies. Let me begin by saying something which I think is very important about what is a strategy. So, according to different professors from HBR and other schools, like Rodman, the conclusion is strategy is a plan to create value. And when we understand what this really means, is a set of ideas, activities, way of thinkings, organizing different ideas to create value that someone is willing to pay, because for that particular client or person is cheaper to pay that they're doing them themselves, no? So that's why we are creating value, no? So when I started to teach strategy, it was super hard to for new students to bring down to earth what really strategy means. So during that process, I came out with the help of the students as well, with the idea of how to make a metaphor about how to strategize. So the main idea came from a cooking recipe. So we're trying to do the comparison between a restaurant and office strategy, you know, where we thought the chef is like the strategizer. So, having into account that introduction, I'm going to go and run or try to explain the entire framework that you guys are watching here, which is called the restaurant metaphor, a way to create value. The strategy making is like cooking a dish. So, in the left part here, you will see something more academic, which is what is a strategy, and is defined by trying to understand the what, the who, the how, and the why of a company. And if you go here to the green part, it's the way a company plans to create, share, and capture value. So, and in the left part, you'll see that the what, the who, and the how is more about planning and execution, and the why, which is very important, is more about the purpose. How can we enter into an infinite game? I bring the concept of infinite game from Simon Sinek, about why companies should be more purpose driven instead of mission driven, and that's also why we don't find here the where, uh, because or some time frame, because we're looking for companies that can be timeless, and their purpose is so significant that it's worthwhile to have this company on earth solving problems. You know, their social value is huge. Yeah. So yeah, that's what is strategy all about. The way a company plans to create value, but we also define here three types of value, which is the creation of value, shared value, and capture value. Yeah, capture value is around monetization. Shared value, as Michael Porter talked to us way back before, how we can split all that profit among all the actors, and the creation is values to help our customer with their problems and needs. So let's move to the right part where we can show about the metaphor of the restaurant. So how a restaurant works and how a strategy works here too as well. So if you see here in this part, we have the same part of what is a strategy box. So we have planning, purpose, the what, the how, and the why. And let's see how behave on a restaurant environment. So the first part is what is the cooking process. Then the who, well, will be the kitchen, the restaurant, the stakeholders. How, it's the ingredients, the recipes, the hardware, the research, the knowledge. And in the why, we figured out three things. So we figured out uh, the creation of value is the final dish and the entire gastronomic experience. Although food is important, a lot of restaurants put a lot of emphasis on the experience. Then creates value for society by addressing its needs and challenges, which is the shared value. Sometimes they have a huge social project in place, helping communities around the restaurant to buy their food and be socially responsible and environmentally responsible as well. And then last but not least, capture value. So how they capture value, customers' feedback, critics, rankings, new knowledge and experiences, and also the obviously, which is the monetization part, which is through sales and a clear pricing policy. I also want to say in this particular area here on the what, the who, and the how, according to the entire strategy concept, it's more about value change and competitive capabilities and advantages. Here, which is the dish, it's more about the unique value proposition or the job to be done, according to the theory of Professor Chris Anderson. And here from HBR, and here in the other two, share and capture, is about creating share value, not just profit per se, which is creating a societal value added. So if you see here is the similarities of a chef as a strategizer, creating a dish, everything, all the things they have to go through in order to produce this gastronomic experience. The same part, us as managers, executive, what we're trying to do with our plans, our strategies, is to create something that definitely will help the society in different ways, and definitely helping others to be more productive, reduce cost, and have better life. Yeah, so I hope you guys understand in a easier way how to create the strategy or strategy planning. And my recommendation is try to create or use this template that you see here, so you can write the what, the who, the how, and the why in these three different layers: create, share, and capture value of your company or your future company. Sometimes I suggest my students to go to their company's website and on their mission purpose section, where they're about section, to read all that content and copy paste what things belongs to which box. So in the what, the who, the how, the why, with all that information. And there are two scenarios there, after, or two outcomes after doing that work, which is you find everything perfectly, which is fine. It means that your company is doing a great strategy work. Or you start to find pieces. It means your company still requires to do more work in order to organize all this information, so it's super clear and easy to understand. And yeah, that's finally my conclusion about strategy making, which is a way to create value. Don't forget that. I hope in this 10 minutes speech you can use the tool, the restaurant metaphor, to understand more better strategizing, which is a super great tool to make companies um, works better. So yeah, if you have any comments, please leave it here right now, so I can read them and we can start chatting on having the conversation, your comments. Remember, this is an academic tool, so probably there could be things that we can change and improve, that I would love to hear your ideas. And thank you very much for the time. I hope to see you soon. I have more frameworks that I'm going to be introducing so I can have this online for more people and students to go and walk through. So thank you very much, guys, and have a great day. Don't forget, happy strategizing. Bye bye.